As the sun rises over Nipaluna Hobart on the second day of competition at the Kunanyi mountain run, the city starts to come alive. Down by the waterfront, there's little activity, but on the nearby mountainside, there's a buzz in the air. Athletes are arriving to run in a very unique and incredibly challenging race known as a Vertical Kilometre. This will be the first international skyrunning certified VK in Australia, as only Kunanyi has what it takes to host one. It will also be the inaugural Australian Championship, and because of that, we see some of the best mountain runners in the country towing the line. As the first group of runners begins their journey up the mountain, back at the start line, the next wave nervously awaits their turn. To avoid congestion on the trails, the event is split into a series of groups, which means everyone gets a clear run to the top and can enjoy the rugged beauty of the landscapes without getting stuck in a crowd. A vertical kilometre, usually called a VK, is basically 1,000 metres of vertical gain in 5 kilometres, or less. So we're talking seriously steep terrain, which also generally means it's really technical too. It's a format of racing popular in Europe, but here in Australia, Kunanyi is the only mountain that has all the necessary requirements to run an event, making it truly unique. One of the great things about the Vertical Kilometre is that while it might seem really hard on paper, realistically anyone can do it. The Kunanyi mountain run team deliberately set a very achievable cut-off time, so you can basically hike the whole way. This means that within reason, no matter how old or young you are, or how experienced you are in the mountains, as long as you're fit, have a sense of adventure, and don't mind a bit of hard work, you can take on the challenge. The terrain constantly changes, so runners have to stay focused. This diversity in landscapes also makes it a very scenic course, where no two strides are ever the same. It means the kilometres might be incredibly challenging, but they pass by quickly as your mind is distracted from the pain by the remarkable environment in which you're playing. At the pinnacle of the mountain, the conditions are cold and windy. It's a contrast to the calmness below. Ringing bells and cheering fill the air as Mark Vaughan emerges from amongst the boulders to claim the inaugural Australian Vertical Kilometre title. Hot on his heels was teammate and good friend Matt Crean. A seasoned mountain athlete, but new to this discipline, he gave it everything and finished with a smile, clearly having enjoyed an amazing morning in the mountain. Moments later, the battle for third and fourth unfolded in the most dramatic of ways, with Brodie Nankervis holding off Jeremy Hunt in a sprint for the finish. Over the coming hours, runners continued to scramble their way up the mountain, some able to muster up a running stride, while others could barely get one foot in front of the other in the steep and technical terrain. While everyone had a different approach as to how they ran with Kunanyi, the one they all shared was that overwhelming joy and feeling of achievement as they reached the pinnacle. This event really highlights that anyone of any age can be part of the trail running community. It might be a challenging course that tests your mental and physical strength, but it's achievable. The same goes for the 27 kilometre race and even the ultra. You simply need to set your mind to the task, take the time to prepare, and then believe in yourself. If it's any consolation, that team that puts on the event sure does believe in you. Taking out the Australian titles were Maria Walsh and Mark Vaughan. However, it's not all about the people standing on the podium. Kunanyi Mountain Run isn't just about trail running. It's a holistic event that's intrinsically tied in with culture, community and nature. It was created to showcase a taste of what Lutruwita Tasmania has to offer and the amazing experience people can have if they're willing to step outside their comfort zone and embrace the wonders of Kunanyi.